The secret to making millions of dollars from your thought leadership book is not necessarily about selling millions of copies of your book, although you can do that if you'd like to. Instead, the real power lies in having a monetization strategy beyond the sales of your book. As a business owner, you can strategically write a book that solves the problem of a specific group of people in a way that leads to secondary opportunities and income streams as a direct result of selling your book to your target audience. Now, if you're like, run that by me one more again, no worries, I got you. In this video, I'm gonna show you how I coached a business owner into a multi-million-dollar book idea. And I'm gonna share with you all of the components so that you can start planning your multi-million-dollar book idea too. I'm Denise Renee, author, writing coach, and your business book bestie. I help professionals write books that highlight their expertise and create what's next for their career, business, or brand. This video is one piece of the puzzle, so let's jump in. Hey besties. The true power of writing a nonfiction thought leadership business book is that you have more monetization opportunities to make money outside of the direct sales of your book. This is a distinct advantage over writing fiction. Those authors are rather limited. Most of their money is going to come from the direct sales of their books, ebooks, and audiobooks. They do have some other monetization avenues available to them, but not as much as nonfiction business book writers like you and like me. As a business owner or content creator or freelancer or service provider, our books serve as tools. They are door openers to new opportunities and income streams. But it's not just going to fall into your lap. It requires strategic planning before you even write your first word. Now, as your business book bestie, I blend my background in marketing, copywriting, and all of my writing and editing experiences to help you craft books that earn you income for years to come without having to sell a bazillion copies. And let's get ready to get into it because I'm breaking it down right now. So recently, I had an impromptu coaching session with a business owner and it got caught on camera. I got her permission to share it, so here it is. I was speaking with marketing and branding expert Shauna Smith when she came to my home to hand deliver her book, 7 Secret Ways to Brand Yourself. Now, she decided she wanted to make an amazing impression by doing hand deliveries to her earliest supporters and purchasers of her book. And I happen to be delivery number 1, baby. Yes. So I shared an earlier part of our conversation on our channel. The link for this video is down in the description and you can check it out later. As we signed off on that video, she asked my opinion about what her next book should be. The camera was still recording and this is what we caught. But I'm not just going to play it straight through for you. I'm going to interject and share the reasonings behind some of the things that I recommended to her so that you can apply it to your situation. You'll see what I thought made her idea really good and what I recommended that took the idea over the top into multi-million-dollar territory. So let's get started watching.
Whew, I feel much better. I think this video, this talk helped me release the book. I've been looking at it the whole time like,
It's done.
it's there.
So what's the next book?
The next book is going to be either one or two things. And I guess I can ask your opinion on it. Remember I told you I want to do a book on so this doesn't have a picture of me on the front. Mm-hmm. I want to do a book about the brand and like being an entrepreneur with my picture on the front. Okay. So it's kind of like a journey book about the truth about entrepreneurialism and branding at the same time with tips and like stories of things that I've gone through. Okay. It's not a memoir because I hate those for myself, not for other people. But I want it to be more me. Mm-hmm. This is more tips. The next one I want to be more like me.
Or telling your story?
Kind of like the story of entrepreneurship.
As you've experienced it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And branding. And so that will have my picture on the front. And it may be something that, with the dark background with me, like something like that.
Okay. So let's pause and talk about the brand building book. Everyone wants to write this type of a book because it tells our story. This type of book is marked by having your picture on the front, telling your journey or your story, possibly sharing your lessons learned, and really, you are the hero. Now, this type of book is not necessarily bad or wrong, but I think that we should be strategic about when and why we write this type of book. In my professional opinion, I think the best time to write your story is when there's enough people who care about hearing it. I know that sounds a little harsh, and I'm not taking anything away from my girl Shauna, but I want you to really think critically about this. There is a reason why celebrity books or books from major political figures sell out almost instantly, because there's a group of people who are interested in that person. Now, as a Black woman, I am very partial to memoirs of Black women actresses and entertainers that I love. So, when Kerry Washington dropped her book, I scooped that up. I scooped up Taraji P. Henton's book from a couple years ago. Of course, I got my girl Viola Davis. I even got Tiffany Haddish's book way back in the day. And I even got Jada Pinkett Smith's book. I just wanted to hear what the woman had to say for herself. A memoir that I recently got was Leslie Jones's book. Man, she had me cracking up. But all of these women have a decent amount of followers on social media, and we're watching them on our screens. We know who they are, and we want to know more of them beyond the entertainment that they provide for us. If your brand is not celebrity level, if you're not like one of those celebrity level CEOs or founders, or your company isn't a huge company, it can be challenging to sell this type of a book. I mean, one of the reasons why the Lean In book was so popular is because she was connected to Facebook. So it was like, oh, someone connected to Facebook. We didn't know her name before, but we know it now. So if there's something that helps you to already be known, then by all means, write this type of a book. If you're not yet known, beware of just writing a brand building book just because you want to tell your story. You want to be intentional to frame your story in a way that centers the reader as the hero. Frame your story as lessons learned that your reader can learn and apply. So even if you're not so much well known yet, this type of book can still work for you. But in my opinion, I think that you should put different types of books out there that directly give the reader a lot of value, and then build up that desire for your audience to want to know more about your story. But either way you play it smart. All right, let's get back into the video.
And then what I'd like to do with this, which I was thinking, was creating a series for the audiences that I've worked with. Real estate, mortgage, coaches, consultant, and tech startups. So it'll be a series of like 5 books. And they have their own tips because it's just true. I have a realtor right now who did a tip that I gave him, and he's been in real estate for 3 months, and he had a showing last night from his first buyer, and he's got a listing agent. Because you got to build confidence in a comfortable way. And he followed the plan. He didn't ask me a bunch of questions. He just did it. Like, what do you want me to do? I'll do it. Fine. Thank you. Do it and watch what happens. And I was just so happy to see when one of those people became a client. Actually, 2 people. So that's a different pathway for realtors, and mortgage people do something different. So what do you think about that? Which one should I do first? Because it's fast. It's not fast, but it'll be faster now that I've done the book thing.
Okay, let's talk about creating a book series. Smart idea. That's definitely a strategy for increasing your income as an author. Once people like one of the books that you've created, what else do they want to know? They're going to want to dive further into that topic. So give the people what they want. Writing a series is going to help you increase your depth on a particular topic. It helps to expand your reach as an author, and it gets people interested in the previous books that you've written. If, let's say, book number 2 or book number 3 is the first time that they're getting introduced to you, they're going to want to buy those other books, thereby increasing your revenue and making a fan for life. Because baby, once they're reading 2, 3, 4 of your books, they are yours. Now, Shauna's idea of customizing her solutions for various industries is even smarter. Yes, it is narrowing down the pool of people or pool of companies or pool of individuals that she has to sell to, but it makes her offerings that much more powerful. The more that you can speak to a specific niche or specific industry and they feel like you get them, baby, they're going to buy your book and they're going to buy your services and products. That's going to help them because you are going to be seen as their go-to expert. Make sure that when you do that, you include testimonials of other people in the industry that you've helped so that they can see themselves in those examples and say, oh, well, if he helped them, if she helped them, they can help us. You seeing the psychology here? Mm-hmm. What's more important to you? Are you looking to get more clients in, these different verticals, or are you looking more to build more of your personal brand? And what's the goal for your personal brand? Again, is it to attract more clients? Because I think that so what's more important to you and what's the goal with the personal branding book?
The goal with the personal branding book is to give women a chance to know the truth about being an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. So it's more of a helpful thing. And from that, I want people to be able to hire me to speak, to teach, be at our conferences. And so I'll be selling those kind of things. Mm-hmm. These books are more for like just selling the book.
Now, it's really important to have clear goals for your book. As you heard me share with Shauna, you got to know who you're looking to target from the beginning. You have to know what you're looking to help them with. Your book should have a very narrow focus. You're not trying to help them do all of the things. Your book should focus on helping them do one specific thing. Whether you're writing a how-to book or you're sharing success stories from other clients that you've helped. You're demonstrating how you've been able to help on one particular problem that your target audience has. This is an extremely important part of all of my coaching sessions, particularly my coaching intensives and my platinum coaching. It's the first thing we take care of. What are your goals for your book? Your goals for your book will lead into picking the right topic for your book or topics if we need to plan for a series. Your goals will also lead into the book funnel that you create and the products or services at the other end of that book funnel. So if you're interested in getting my one-on-one help through these types of questions and more, visit writingwithdeniserenee.com/intensive to learn more about my coaching intensive. Okay, let's get back into the video.
These books are more for like just selling the book.
Just selling the book. So are you looking to get clients out of the book? So like when
I just want to sell them to different sectors. Like, so the real estate books will go to realtors.
Well, why wouldn't you then follow that up with, even if you don't,
I like to speak and teach there too.
Yeah, even if you don't take on one-on-one clients, but different realty offices could hire you to come in and do trainings and stuff. Like, why is we leaving money on the table?
Because that's why you have a coach. Because you see, I was just gonna write the damn book and sell it and be all in my way and just be outside.
But
I know this for other people. I don't know this for me.
All right. Don't leave money on the table. This is why you need a coach in your life, because we're going to spot opportunities that you might be overlooking. When you become the author of a book, lots of opportunities begin to open up for you. Some of them we already know, and they're rather predictable. Speaking events, high-level networking, getting featured as an expert on TV or radio programs, or in podcasts or streaming programs, getting companies to reach out to you for job opportunities or consulting opportunities, or to lead workshops or trainings. But there are other opportunities that may come to you which you may not have even conceived of. But just by having your book and positioning yourself at various events and in certain rooms, you increase the chances for those money-making opportunities to come to you. And guess what? Tally up all the money from those opportunities that have come as a direct result of your book, because it is contributing to your $1 million book success. Don't be afraid to try something new, because you have no idea where it's going to lead. You might think in your mind, I don't know if I really want to do that. But try it. You might like it. He likes it. Hey, Mikey. If you know, you know. All right, let's get back into the video. Well, why wouldn't you then follow that up with, even if you don't,
I like to speak and teach there too.
Yeah, even if you don't take on one-on-one clients, but different realty offices could hire you to come in and do trainings and stuff. Like, why is we leaving money on the table?
Because that's why you have a coach. Because you see, I was just gonna write the damn book and sell it and be all in my way and just be outside.
But
I know this for other people. I don't know this for me.
But here's the thing: like, you're selling to realtors, they have money. They have the money to bring you in. They have the money to then buy your book in bulk for every person who's going to be taking that class, and then they also have the money to hire you on and your team on retainer for 3 months, 6 months, a year.
Can you do that thing when you do your eyes really fast because it cracks me up? You did that the other day in the networking group we were in. And I was like, is anybody else going to laugh? Because I'm about to bust out laughing right now.
But ma'am, like, just
so
like,
I don't know these
even
things.
But even if you just did the real estate vertical, even if you didn't do books for other people, even just doing the real estate vertical, do you know how people are struggling to survive in real estate right now?
That's a tough one to be in.
It's very tough.
And they don't listen.
If I were me in your position and had the experiences that you have, while other verticals are cool, I will focus on real estate because you've been in that world. Yeah. I would immediately get that book out and then make sure you beef up your team and get ready for the influx of being able to, and I would have talks prepared for this. So what is that one or two talks that you would have to go to a real estate conference? And then what are the things, maybe the 2 or 3 trainings that you would offer to brokers? So your target market for that book is going to be the brokers, because they got the money and they have incentive to invest in their brokers on their team to make as many of them as profitable as possible.
You gonna make me go home and start writing the damn 7 tips for the damn realtors. Sorry to be cussing, guys, but I do this for other people. Nobody does this for me, so I'm not used to it. And it makes so much sense. Did you guys did you just hear that? She just might have maybe 6 to 5, 6 figures to 6? More. Yeah.
No, ma'am. This one thing alone is a 7-figure business. You write the book for the realtors. You come up with what's going to be your topics, your 2 topics, your 2 what do you call them, keynote topics at conferences, and then what are your 3 trainings that you're going to offer to these realtor offers. And so not only a 1-day training, but you also want to have some kind of support for them, and that's where you'll want to have a team member or so kind of on deck to help with that, with ongoing support. Ma'am, these are 5-6 figure contracts that you can be pulling in.
Wow.
What are we? And and
what are we doing right now?
What are we doing? And listen, I take donations. I'll take a tithe. That's fine. That's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna have to donate in a big way.
Whatever you want to slide this way. But me, what? If you just even think about the connections that you have, you don't even have to work hard for this. You don't have to work hard for this. Think about 10 brokers that you know right now who would buy trainings.
Well, one of the women I know is head of, so they have a group called what is it called? Something Realtors. It's a group for women realtors. I forgot what it's called. Oh my God, I can't believe it. But anyway, she's from here. I've known her for years, and she just became the national leader of all the organizations. And there's like 3 or 4 in each state. So I think she just gave me an idea. So I'm going to talk to her and see what she could get me on the stage to talk. And I'm going to do this book in 30 days and have Denise edit it.
Damn straight. Maybe you need to, we need to
actually, and instead of this, editing, I can just put a house, right? That would be dope, right?
Beyond editing, let's get in earlier, because the other thing is that you want to write the book in a way that you have to figure out what your goal is for the book. Mm-hmm. I said that your goal are the brokers, because you want to get the brokers to come in and bring you and give you training. So if that is your goal to go from there, then you have to write the book for the brokers. not necessarily for the real estate agents. You may have a second or separate book for the real estate. You know what? Here's what I would do. This is my advice. Don't even worry about all the other verticals that you want. You don't even have to spread yourself that thin. Focus on your strengths, focus on your experience. 7-8 figure business with speaking, coaching. Yeah, with speaking and coaching and selling books just to the real estate market. One book is for the brokers. Another book is for the real estate agents. How do you, as an individual agent, especially new agents, how do you jump into the real estate game and get your brand and get people to trust you? That's a different agent. Okay, then an agent who's been in their game for a long time and they think that they know, but what they used to do isn't working. All these different books for these different micro audiences within this general category, man, you're setting yourself up as the expert. But you also want to make sure that the content speaks to the audience that you want. The call to action in the book is for that particular person. So if it's for the brokers, then you have one path to take, and your content has to align with that. If it's for the real estate agents, then and that's valuable too for the brokers if you're coming in to help.
Yeah, I would feel better about the realtors because the brokers is a different life. Although I owned a real estate office, as you remember, I had a broker, and so I didn't get into the nuances. I did, but I really understood how to build business for a realtor. So so that way I can, but I will go directly to brokers to say, here's a book I want to offer your office.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fine. That's fine too. So then that content has to speak directly to the needs of those those agents. So the way that I work with people is we take your goal. So that's your goal. That's what you want to do with these books. We work backwards so that the content accomplishes the goal. That's kind of the beauty of how I work as a book writing coach. I'm not only concentrated on the words because I got that English degree, but I'm also concerned about the marketing. What's the CTA in this book? So it's the words, it's quality words, and it's also the goal and the intent, and making sure that we've got a good CTA going on in the book, and that you have something for those realtors when they come into the book. What's going to be that free thing? What's the next step that they get from you individually? How can they get to you individually, not just only through when you come to their you're not going to get around to every single brokerage in America, but what's going to be the content play after that? What's a course that you have that they can buy once the book is done? So like I think about all those things and help you plan through all of those things. So I would recommend that
you guys watched
you bring me in earlier.
Yeah, you watched the coaching session essentially.
You watched
it was accidental, but it was like
watch the coaching session, but also I would say bring me in from earlier, and so we can strategize the content. Even if you go off and do the writing on your own, that's cool. But like you want to make sure that you've got a roadmap for what you're doing at the beginning. So that's
all right. So let me get on down the road. Oh, my next appointment was at 2. That ain't happening. So let's see. No, that's okay. Let's see how far it is.
Yeah, but I just made you a couple of millions of dollars, right?
Exactly. So we'll have to come back once the $1 million hit.
You just saw the birth of $1 million here. I'm a multi-million-dollar business.
Yes. All right, guys. It was nice seeing you. I'll be back with my millions for my next book because of Denise, and I'll take
a $100,000 donation.
There it is. You guys need to get with her. Y'all heard it first. All right, girl.
Like I just made $1 million. Multiple $1 million.
You did.
No, you did.
Yeah.
Now that's what I'm saying. You should say I just made multiple $1 million.
I just made $1 million from my next book.
Multiple.
Because this book is going to get us $1 million.
I just made multiple.
Oh, I made multiple millions just now. Where's your camera? Oh, right there. Okay. I'm looking at here, the red thing.
You just made it.
Okay.
I just made a couple 100,000. No, I just made multiple millions too.
Exactly, because there's the book right there.
There's the book right there.
Rolling. It's going to be rolling and launching. Rolling and launching. Rolling. Okay, bye guys.
All right, so I want to give you some rapid fire $1,000,000 book takeaways from this session. Number one, the riches are in the niches, or the riches are in the niches, however you say it, child. The riches are in the niches. More specifically, the riches are in solving the specific pain points of your niche. My number $2,000,000 book takeaway from this session is that you should pick a profitable niche. And that simply is a niche where the clients can pay you. All right? And Black women, I'm speaking to you in particular. We have a tendency to start businesses or nonprofits because we have such giving hearts. We want to help people. We want to help the type of person that was in a situation that we've come up out of. And there's nothing wrong with that. But very often, those people are not in a position to pay us. Therefore, you should go up the food chain. Instead of trying to work with individuals whose money could be a little bit funny, look to work with the organizations that serve them. Let the organization pay you to come in and provide something for them for free. Look for more opportunities to work with companies and get that corporate money. Or if you are really committed to working with individuals, then create more group opportunities where the cost per each individual may be lower, but now you're dealing with a group of people who are all paying you around the same time. So now we've got collective buying power going on here. And you're not spreading yourself as thin across all these individuals. You're dealing with everyone in a group. There's a weekly group coaching call. There's a weekly email or live stream video that goes out to them. Are you picking up what I'm throwing down? And when it comes to working with groups and organizations, pick groups that have a history of paying for the types of services and coaching and consulting that you provide. It makes no sense to go barking up the wrong tree or knocking on doors that are going to be closed to you. You're just going to frustrate yourself and you're going to want to quit. In Shauna's case, I recommended that she go and create something to serve the brokers because the brokers have the money. Every individual real estate agent, depending on their years of experience, may not have the money to invest in certain services. So if she pitches a training that the brokers pay for so that the real estate agents can benefit from, she's guaranteeing that she gets paid and she's servicing the audience that she wants to serve with the information that's going to help them. And if you know anything about real estate, when those real estate agents are making money, the broker's making the money too. So it's a win-win-win situation. That's what you need to look for yourself. Or of course, you're welcome to hire me and we can figure out the best monetization path for your book together. My third $1,000,000 book takeaway from this session is to prepare to leverage one-to-many opportunities for maximum exposure of your offer to your target audience. So now that you have a book, you want to focus on getting yourself invited to speak or present at national, regional, and citywide conferences in the niche or industry that you serve. Host workshops or get a group to bring you in and pay you for teaching the workshops. That takes the pressure off of you. You don't have to go out there and market it yourself. They're bringing the audience to you and paying you for it. Apply for keynote speaking events. Search out niche podcasts and streaming programs that you can get featured on. And look for organizations that you can partner with in terms of contributing content or contributing training. Think about nonprofit organizations, government organizations, companies, corporations that are for-profit, schools, whether elementary, middle, high school, and of course, colleges. Think the different associations that service specific groups like lawyers, doctors, real estate, marketing. There is an industry association for everything. Fraternities, sororities, churches. Think groups and leverage them. These groups not only can pay for you to come in as a speaker and present, but they can also buy your books in bulk. And all of these different opportunities add up to your multi-million-dollar payday from your books. And those paydays can keep coming in year after year. So here's a coaching question that you can ask yourself right now. What specific problems did my products and services solve? Now, with that answer in hand, I want to help you craft your multi-million-dollar book strategy. So head over to writingwithdeniserenee.com/strategy intensive to book your coaching intensive today. And while you're waiting for our scheduled session to begin, check out this next video to learn more about how to write $1 million book.